Welcome everyone to step number 1. So excited to be here. Thank you for showing up for yourself. So step number 1 isn't easy, but here we go. Accept where you're at, even if your holly jollies have hit rock bottom. Unfortunately, the holidays are the hardest holiday to get through when you're nursing a really big breakup and a very hurt heart. But the good thing is that this step allows you to do the hardest part first in this process of healing through the holidays. So as much as you want to just slap on some holiday cheer on your face with a big smile and a big sip of hot cocoa, happiness is not something that we can force. It's a state of being. It's really time to turn up that Bing Crosby, the holiday classic tunes, and really turn up the volume on your emotions. And the emotions that I'm talking about are not the fake frilly ones that you put on for Christmas. No, they are the deep-seated ones that are causing you pain and sadness. The icky feelings that you really don't want to think about because you're scared they will uncover something horrible about you or what you experienced. But you know that they're in there. And they need to be released and let out and accepted, no matter where you are in the process. Because if you're holding all of those emotions in, that is going to just cause you lots of anxiety. It's going to cause you even more pain and even more sadness. So let's talk about why emotions are important to feel. Number 1. Accepting your emotions is essential because it validates your experience. So whether it was a divorce, whether it was a big breakup in a dating relationship, or you're going through a separation, you're going to have all the feels right now. Validating those feelings is reassurance that what you're feeling is natural and everyone feels them. You have permission to process those emotions without any guilt, without any judgment. Number 2, releasing the pressure of the emotions is essential to your healing. Because if you think of your emotions as trapped air, like a pop bottle, when you shake it up, you have all that carbonation. So when you slowly release the can tab, the emotions just evaporate into thin air. So remember how you pop a can open, that carbonation comes out slowly. So if you let them fester and bubble up, and you have all this carbonation shaking around in there and being held, it's going to explode in your face when you open it. Accepting your emotions prevents the explosion of Pepsi on your face. So it also allows you to not explode during, family dinners, or you're having a conversation with one of your friends. This is something that helps you allow your emotions to come up safely and allow them to be embraced so that they're not coming out in situations that trigger you, like conversation with your relative or with your mom and why you're not married yet. Number 3, getting to know yourself better. We've all seen the movie Scrooge, and if you haven't, my friend, you better get going. Try the Muppets rendition. It is fantastic and a good time, so I recommend that one. But if you remember, Scrooge is visited by 3 ghosts, and we can think of those ghosts as parts of ourselves that have been hidden away, each of them needing to be seen, heard, and cared for. These versions of ourselves have been kept trapped away because we've been trying to put on a brave face for all to see. And the advantage of using the holidays as a space for self-discovery means you have lots of time to explore yourself and to release those emotions. Meeting these versions of ourselves opens us up and opens the door to understanding ourselves better. It helps you rediscover who you are and understand what you've been through and having compassion for those parts of yourself. And it also gives us wisdom and knowledge to conquer any challenges that we have in the future. So if you're wondering how the heck to feel your feelings, Here are a few suggestions. Number 1, find a safe space to let it all out. Choose a place where you can't be interrupted or heard. I'd like to suggest driving out to the countryside with one of your favorite pillows and unleashing your feelings in the car. I have had many cry fests in my car, and my car has been with me since my divorce. It's my little baby. Having that space to know that no one's watching you, no one's judging you, and no one's going to interrupt you allows more feelings to be let out. I've tried all the things, and that has worked best for me. Number 2, don't try to force your feelings. Focus on your breath. Imagine being in a peaceful place like a beach or in a forest, in a field. Then just relax. You don't have to think about anything or make yourself cry or make yourself feel a certain way. Whatever comes up, let it. If nothing comes up, that's okay. And if any discomfort comes up, allow it to come up and allow it to pass through. You're not going to hold it down. You're not going to try and hold it in a certain place in your body. Let it out. If you have to shake, if you have to cry, if you have to dance, if you have to sing, if you just need to scream it out, do that. And number 3, your thoughts aren't facts. Our favorite thing to do as humans is make meaning of absolutely everything. When thoughts come up, they try to attach to specific interpretations or place meanings onto them. What I want you to do, when any thought comes up, allow them to. Notice them. Do not place meaning on them, on yourself or another person or a situation or what this means about you and your place in this world. Just allow them to be and pass through. Many of the thoughts that we have are mostly bullshit. And remember that thoughts are just thoughts. So here's where your homework comes in. I want you to take that time, find that safe space, and I want you to release those emotions. And what you're going to do is you're going to grab a journal, you're going to grab a pen, and you're going to write every single one of those feelings down without overthinking or erasing your answers. Confront those feelings and accept them as they are and where you are. Unfortunately, we don't have a magic wand to change our circumstances or to be able to control things in our life or certain people. My God, if we could do that, that would be cray-cray and the world would be completely different. But the only way to get over pain is absolutely straight through it. Fully feel it, accept it, and look forward and move forward. There is no magic wand to erase our pain. I'm sorry, my friends. But acceptance can be incredibly freeing. Instead of trying to go from sad to cheerful instantly, focus on the next best feeling, the next best emotion. So if you feel complete desperation and despair, what's the next best feeling that you want to feel? Is it anger? Is it frustration? My tip to you is actually Abraham Hicks has an emotional scale that you can follow, and I'll even add that as a download for this video. But you can see what emotion you're feeling, put a name to it, and find an emotion that is higher up on the scale. Now, it might not be joy and happiness and excitement, but it'll be better than what you're feeling right now. You don't have to jump to the top. Just get to whatever feels good next. My advice to you is to experience every emotion during this holiday season, because it is a building block toward a more peaceful holiday experience and the keys to moving forward in your healing journey. So grab the downloads from this step, and I will see you in the next video.